Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy, the HVAC Compadre. Yes, sir. We got a whole rebrand going. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We scrapping the Castro HVAC. We scrapping it, guys. It was good for a while, first couple years, but now it's your boy, the HVAC Compadre. Your boy's got a new look. Trying out the little goatee. We'll see if it comes in. We got the nice stash. Been growing this bad boy for like 9 months, baby. So, whole new rebrand. If it's your first time watching these videos, hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below. We're here to talk HVAC, lifestyle, whatever you guys want to chit chat about, that's where we're at. Let's go. Yeah, guys, my name is Johnny Castro. I am a firstborn Mexican American. My family's from Mexico. I'm from Utah. I'm originally from Salt Lake City, Utah. And I was born and raised there up until I served a mission. I am LDS. I am really religious when it comes to church and scriptures and God. I served a mission for the church in Brisbane, Australia for about 6 months before COVID hit, and then finished up in Florida. My mission allowed me to learn Mandarin Chinese, and so I speak English and Spanish fluently. I'm working on Chinese, and I've recently been picking up Japanese just for fun, because your boy's a nerd at heart. I love movies, I love comics, I love anime, I love all that stuff. I'm also a massive foodie. Yeah, any type of food. I mean, we'll see. We'll talk about it on the channel. We'll talk about it on IG. But yeah, I mean, I graduated high school at 16. Thought I wanted to go into business. I went straight into college because in the church we serve a mission at 18. So I figured, okay, I got about a year to start prepping for a mission. So I did a whole year of college studying business, studying social media. I've always loved being in front of a camera. I really wanted to go into videography and cinematography when I was in middle school, and so I learned all that through high school. So for some context, my uncle does HVAC in LA. He's a technician as well, and so he taught me, the basics, and it really caught my attention, but I just never went further into it until I was driving on the freeway, and I thought, all right, let's go see what happens. And I remember that day I called, scheduled up an appointment to go and meet up and fill out an application, because I don't know, I believe in, if it's something you want, go for it. In Spanish we say el interés tiene pies. If you have interest in it, that interest has legs, right? If you really want something, you're gonna figure out how to do it. And we showed up, filled out the application, and they said, okay, we'll call you later. Okay, cool. 1 week goes by, 2 weeks goes by, nothing. And so I remember I called and I was like, hey, just checking out on that job. And they said, well, we have an opening, but you'd have to wait a few months to actually start working. And I was like, no, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it now before I get cold feet. And looked up on Google, okay, what other companies are there? And then the company that I currently work for, Western Heating and Air, has 5-star reviews on Google. And so I was like, okay, let me show up. So I showed up that day right after school. Showed up at the front office. I said, hey, I wanna fill out an application. I'd love to, learn the trade and become an HVAC technician. And the boss, the owner's son, is walking out of his office, and he's like, hey, let's go meet. Filled out an application. He said, okay, that seems pretty good. I was straight up. I was like, look, I don't have much experience. I know the very, very basics of how this kind of works because of my uncle, but I want to learn, and I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to put in the work. And he said, okay, you know what, let's give you a ride along tomorrow. Does that work? And I said, yeah, you know what, we'll make it work 100%. Showed up. So that was Tuesday. Showed up Wednesday for the ride along. I did the whole ride along with the technician. End of the day, I get back to the office after our ride along, and the boss was like, well, when can you start? And I was like, tomorrow. So boom, 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 like back to back, got the job, started, did a ride along for about a year. And then they gave me my first truck once, I earned it. But yeah, I started as a technician straight up. I never did install. I never did duct cleanings and all that. I know a lot of people will start that way, but I started out just straight up being a technician. Luckily enough, the company that I work for invests a lot into trainings for new guys, because the trades are in such demand, crazy demand. And so started working with them, and it's been great ever since. I love where I work. Eventually, who knows what the future holds, but as for now, I mean, I'm I committed to learning, and that's what I'm doing. It's been awesome. Life got busy, I got married, and we held off on having kids. But I mean, if you're married or if you have, you know, that significant other, there's travel opportunities and all that show up that we didn't want to pass up on. And so I got the chance to travel a lot. We love to travel. My wife's also from Utah. She's also LDS, and we kind of run it that way. You know, we love Jesus and we love spreading the good word. Really busy since then. We had our little boy, we bought a house, and you know, it's really cool to say that HVAC paid for all this, and it's true. HVAC, you get out what you put in, and if you put in a lot, then man, you gonna reap those blessings for sure. But yeah, guys, that's a little bit about me. So yeah, this rebrand, going from Castro HVAC, Castro is my last name, and it was really just a filler up until I could figure out what I was gonna do with this career. Honestly, if I was gonna stay here or go back to college. And I made that decision honestly last year as we were getting ready to buy this house and to have our son. And I just remember sitting in the work truck one day being like, what am I gonna do? If I'm gonna jump ship and go do college, like I gotta do it now while we're just gonna have one kid. I remember just sitting there thinking and praying honestly, and I decided, you know what? We're gonna go all in. We're gonna go all in. I'm gonna do HVAC till the God gives me life, you know. And because there's so many different routes you can go with HVAC. It's not just being a technician, not just being an installer. You can do anything under the sun. HVAC is a necessity. It's something that's so massive, and it's not going away anytime soon. And so I decided, you know what, like, let's do this. And so I need a name because I love content creation. I've always, like I said, loved being in front of a camera. Making content is my zone. That's where I'm in. We run a photography business as well. My wife and I, photography and videography. So we are always using cameras, taking pictures, taking video, drone footage, real estate, weddings, all of that, guys. We love that. We thrive on that. And so I said, you know what? Let's do HVAC Compadre. And that just, you know, came from nowhere. Just sitting on my desk writing names, trying to figure out what I wanted to call my account, my brand, you know, and Compadre, because your boy, you know, I'm Mexican and I want to be able to share a little bit of that with the world, share who I am, you know. I'm a almost 25, guys. I'm almost 25. I started this when I was 21. Almost 25 years. I'm a 25-year-old that loves to spend time with his family, loves what I do for work, loves reading, loves audiobooks, loves anime, eating food, Pokemon. Like, you guys, I love that stuff. That's where I thrive. So, you know, we love to travel. Like, that's me. And so that's what I'm going to be showing you guys, a little bit more of me. I'm talking vlogs, I'm talking reels. Like, if you guys have any questions on how to get into the trade, if you're gonna buy a house and you wanna know, like, I'm here to be your compadre. And that's exactly where this HVAC Compadre is coming from. If you guys have any questions, let me know, man. Give me a holler. You know, we're here to grow in this crazy life together, and HVAC is just what's connecting us, right? It's that glue. If you guys have any questions, comment down below, let your boy know. Hit that like button, subscribe, go follow the Instagram, go follow the TikTok. We're gonna navigate through this life together, compa. Let's go.